What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. So, no current events to throw out there right now. Actually, there are some. I don't feel like talking about them, though. I'll probably go live, touch on it then, because there's some shit going down. Let me just get to the story, though. Trip on this. So one time, I'm in county jail. A-pod. I think I'm going to catch a chain that night to go to Wasco. I've already been in county jail for a while. Reception's better. You want to catch that chain and go. So I'm waiting. They come through the pod. They take the few violators. I did not catch a chain. I was kind of bum kicked. I didn't have a cellie either, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to get some cellie tonight then. Kick it back, just waiting. Sure enough, give me a cellie. This dude walks in. He's Asian. That really threw me for a loop because I've never had an Asian cellie before, and I can't think of many white boys that I know of that Asian cellies. I know I'm responsible for who comes to my cell. Certain people we could program with who we can't. Kind of drawn a blank, like, you know, what do I do? What I do remember, though, is I remember in Wasco Reception, the Southsiders, Woods, and Pisces are on one tier, talking D-Yard now, and on the other tier is Asians, Bulldogs, and the Blacks. So I know I have seen Asian Norteños, Asian Bulldogs, I've seen the Asian Roma Blacks. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on as this dude walks in my cell. Matter of fact, the only time I've ever seen any kind of scene, I didn't see it, heard, or was in the vicinity when a rape went down in California prison, it was by an Asian. DR, D4, this old Asian dude raped his young Asian cellie. You could hear it all night long. And then the next morning, as soon as day room cracking the doors open, the Bulldogs went over there and sliced them up, with zippers all over them. No one tolerates that shiznit. Anyways, dude comes to my cell, introduce, of course, I'm cool, we exchange hands, I'm Splinter, you know, show you paperwork, which is just that golden arrest ticket they give you. We talk, I get his name, and I said, hey man, are you a Norteño? You hang out with Norteños? Who you kick with? You run with blacks? Who do you hang out with? He's like, I don't hang out with anybody. I was like, well, on the streets, when you go to jail, he's like, look, I've never been to jail. He's like, I have a white girlfriend, I'm in college, I have my Asian friends. He's like, what do you mean, run with? I don't run with anybody. I'm here, I'm innocent. I was like, we're all innocent, homie. He's like, no, really? And I go, no, really. He's like, no, but really, I'm innocent, I'm here, and I'm not going to be here long, and I'm comfortable just doing my own thing, just kind of like staying out of the way. And I was like, cool, man, no problem, right on. Welcome to live in my cell. It's your cell, too. But I just got to cover my butt and go Wasco. And if I have the wrong person in my cell, I'll have to answer for it. There's prison politics. You act like you don't care about it, so I'm not going to waste time filling you in on it. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it seems cool, man. So, of course, in the morning, when the day room opened, the homeboys came, asked me what's up. I said, hey, seems cool. His paperwork seems cool. He says he's just a loner, kicks it by himself. He's in college. No one really chipped on him, but he was real cold to me. I could tell when someone's being cold or someone's being quiet. He was more than just quiet. He's kind of being cold. Almost like he didn't like me. Almost like he's being stuck up. It's kind of uncomfortable in ourselves about 2 or 3 days. I just thought that's the type of dude he was. Then finally, he said to me one night, I'm sitting on my bunk, he's standing up, he's pacing. He said, hey, what would have happened if I would have told you that I ran with, he called them Norteños. What would happen, said Norteños, no disrespect. What would happen if I would have told you I ran with Norteños, or blacks, or like you said, or Bulldogs, whatever, if I would have said yes when you asked me those questions? I said, well, you cannot live here in my cell. He's like, what would you do? Would you go talk to the cops, give me, you know, they'd accommodate me, exchange me into another cell? I said, no, don't talk to the cops. I'd handle it myself. I'd have to remove you myself. I'd tell you couldn't come in here. And we'd try to come here, I'd handle it. And he goes, oh, okay. So he goes, well, you can't defeat me. And I was like, what? I was like, well, it's not really a matter of defeating. I was like, you know, there's rules, got to abide by them. I don't make them. You know, you live here and you go by the rules. He's like, you can't defeat me. Said it with a little more aggression. And I was like, what? And I was like, this dude's kind of tripping, and he kind of stayed in my space. Like I said, I'm sitting down, he's standing up, and I was getting kind of close to me. I was like, dude, and I got kind of close, and he pushed up on me, and I was going to hit him kind of close. I don't like fighting in a cell. It's really easy to hit the bunks, really easy to hit the wall. So I kind of like stood up, he was right there, so now we're real close, and I was going to get him in the side. Before I could even wind up, he hit me on the side of my head. His whole fucking arm, I never even saw it coming. Something like this, I guess, because I felt the whole... I'm on the ground. It didn't knock me out, but I was like, whoa, and I jumped up real quick. He even made fun of it later. Often he would say, dude, you should have seen how you jumped up. You bounced up. You didn't jump up, you bounced. I jumped up real quick. And kind of like, it was like a second, like, what now? Then I thought, fuck it, I just rushed at him. I'm a little bit bigger than him. I was just trying to grab him by his throat. And he was by the desk, and I was just going, just that mad rage, where I didn't really want to fight, just seeing red, and just want to go primal, just grab him and rip him to shreds. I wasn't like in the mood, like, what, fool? I mean, he knocked me hard, so I jumped up like, rah! I want to grab him by his throat, push him over the desk. So I run at him like this. Next thing I know, I'm like this. And he, fuck this hat. I'm like this, he's behind me, and he has the nerve to whisper in my ear. You can't defeat me. And I go, dude, if you don't let go of me and apologize right now, I'm going to beat the brakes off you. He let go of me and stepped back and kind of laughed. And I go, okay, we're laughing now? I'm like, dude, are we joking or playing? Like, what the fuck was that? And he's like, dude, it's all good, man. He goes, I just wanted to show you, man. I go, show me what? I go, show you that you couldn't defeat me. I was like, dude, why do you keep saying the word defeat? You sound like the ancient mariner. I thought you said you went to college, dude. Use some current words. Okay, so you're like a badass, dude. With like black belt, 6th degree, my bad. Still, the rules are the rules. Still would have had to get the fuck out of my cell. And he's laughing. He's like, I know, bro. He's like, you can't defeat me. Then after that, we were real cool. We talked all the time. He could draw real good. He drew me these badass, they're like swans in their necks, and they form like a heart. He drew me a couple of those, like a pattern. We were putting envelopes. Turned out to be a cool dude. I think he had a chip on his shoulder. The way maybe I came at him when he came in, I was like, who do you run with? Like, oh, okay, you're clear to live here. And he was thinking, well, what if I wasn't clear? Like, what are you going to do? He's thinking to himself, I'm a fucking ninja, homeboy. Like, what are you going to do to me? And so I, like, ate at him. Until finally he's like, you can't defeat me. So, be that as it may, and I couldn't defeat his ass either. Ha! Never said I was the toughest. Be that as it may. Took a trip on this, though. I'm in county jail. On the farm. First time ever. I'm doing 34 days for drunk driving. But it's drunk driving under the influence of drugs. I got pulled over at 2 a.m., 2 in the morning on Thanksgiving. Going to drop off a package for somebody I didn't even know what it was. And later I thought, man, what was that? Anyway, that's another story. Came back into Oildale, 2 a.m. These CHPs always hang out with this fast strip. Woo! Lit me up, pulled over, high as a kite. In jail, DUI, had to do 120 days in county, I'm doing 34. The dorm I was in was about 5 or 6, a handful of older homeboys, had been in and out of the pen, like the homeboys, the older dudes, and just a handful of youngsters. And they were kind of fucking with us youngsters. A bunch of dudes like me, first time in. I remember one time they had like 3 or 4 of us, 5 of us, pitching $5-6 a piece, throw a big spread. Like, it was all kinds of food, man. $5-6. That was like 30, 40, 50. I mean, throw a spin. And I ended up having like a little tiny cup like this. I was like, thanks, guys. It was like 2 bites. Like, $5-6. Like 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Where'd it all go? The bigger homeboy. Ah! I don't know. Is this what it's like to be the younger dude? Anyway, they're kind of fucking with us here and there. I guess they're just form of us paying our dues. I don't know. Then they start trying to get us to fight. Like, hey, what would it look like if this dude fought this dude? And they're having a couple dudes fight, a couple of the younger dudes fight. Then they're saying, hey, let's have Splinter. My name wasn't even Splinter then. Let's have Chris fight this dude over here. And I was like a little bit bigger than him. And when they first said that, I was like, I didn't say nothing. But he was like, no, no, no. But when he said no, 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 like, I saw the fear. So I was like, yeah, let's fight. So I was saying, yeah, I want to do it. I just saw a lot of fear in him. And I didn't really want to fight either until I saw all that fear in him. And I'm like, let's do the damn thing. I'm not gonna lie, maybe I can get in there and beat them up and look good in front of other older homeboys and look tough and shit. And like, let's do this. So they finally get us, we get us in the bathroom. The thing is, no headshots. You can't hit as hard as you can. You can clinch and grapple and all that kind of shit. I'm kind of going too fast and marching the time. I got half the story left, another story, got to stretch this out. Anyway, it's my problem, not yours. What? So, grapple and clinch a little bit, no headshots. We get in the bathroom. And I wind up, boom, hard as I can, punch him in the stomach. He goes, oh! I heard the wind go out of him. He doubled over. He's like, no more. But I grabbed him in a headlock. Now I'm like swinging him around. I know he can't breathe. I know I knocked the air out of him. I've seen him go like this. I don't care. Like, I'm a bully now. So I grab him by the headlock and I'm going like this. He does like push me into the wall. Kind of hurt my elbow a little bit. Kind of gets us off. And then they break it up. Yeah, Chris won. Like, yeah. Give him a little push. I give him a little nudgy. He walked away. I pulled his underwear up his ass. Kicked him. Man, am I one of the older homeboys now? He didn't really say much or talk after that. And I'm not a bully at heart, and I wasn't being mean-spirited. I was this first time in jail trying to play the part. He sat next to me, and we did walk the chow with mom, cool, whatever. Never seen him again. 5, 6 years go by until I'm at this apartment once. I'm talking to this dude, and I have a toolbox, a big badass toolbox, trying to sell it, but I've got a truck, I can't move it around. Dude's like, yeah, I'll buy it off you. Even if I'm not interested, I got a truck, I mean, grab it and move it and do this and that. I was like, all right. At this apartment, he's like, well, I live over here. He was okay. A couple days later, I'm back to those apartments. I'm like, oh yeah, that dude, he lives in the house. So I walk over to his pad. And I'm walking over there. 2 things happen at once. First, I hear all kinds of yelling. A lot of very aggressive yelling. That would usually be a red flag, and would usually that'd be my clue to keep on, my cue. To keep on walking. Pass that shit up, I don't want anything to do with it. All kinds of yelling. Well, I'm not going to walk up. What's going on in here? No. But I saw a fine-ass girl on the porch. Fine as hell. So it put me in like, that mode, you're like walking along, cool, you see a girl, you're like, what? Like, followed her in, like, what? She walked in the house, I didn't do that. I knocked on the door. Homeboy came, hey, Splinter, what's up, fool? Come on, yeah, still here, ah, yelling. Come sit down. He's like, dude, I got my truck now. You hear about the toolbox? I was like, yeah, I hear you got a lot of problems and shit going on. He's like, yeah, this dude's just fucking tripping on his own lady, dude. He's like, been trying to calm him down. And when he was like scared of him, he's like yelling, throwing shit, bringing shit. He's like, I'm wanting to leave. Like, tell him to get the fuck out of here. He's like, shh, you want to tell him for me? He's like, off the hook. And I was like, well, I guess not really, you know. I was like, oh, I was getting ready to bounce. And the dude comes out, looks at me, and it's that fucking dude I punched in the stomach on the farm. But he's like 220 pounds, he's beat red, he has a vein in his forehead. As soon as he sees me, he's like, hey, you! What's up, brother? So where we do time that together? I'm all tempo? Time? Me and you? Shit. Shit, dog. So many places, so many people. What's your name again? I don't know. I got caught melt like a motherfucker. And per request, I ain't been drinking water if you noticed, but I'm not. So, and I'm looking at this cup. I know the damn thing is empty. Homeboy mad at me for me, though. Isn't that dope? And that California sign. Okay. Where we do time together at, brother? I'm like, yeah, I know, bit of time. He's like, I remember. He goes, Wasco, homeboy. C2, back when dude had the building, dude, like, oh yeah, homeboy and shit. And he's sitting there for like 5 minutes talking about this dude and that dude, and I'm like, yeah, going along with it. But then I'm starting to feel like, hold on, damn it. I should have brought water. Starting to feel like straight poussey, peach poussey. Like this guy, he went to a restaurant. And he ordered peach poussey. And a lady came out and they had a bowl of peaches and he's putting the peaches inside the girl's vagina. And he's putting the peaches on a plate. The waiter is at a restaurant. Putting peaches in the girl's vagina. Putting the peaches on a plate. And he goes, I'm not going to eat those peaches. And he goes, no, you eat the poussey. I was starting to feel like a poussey. Sitting there and not telling him where I really knew him from. So then I was like, nah, dude. We weren't together at Wasco, man. Don't you remember we were at the county jail on the farm way back in the day? He's like, motherfucker, you hit me in my stomach. And this is what I was afraid of. I was like, not afraid of other. This is the part I was dreading. Now what he's going to do, get up. He's like, you can't defeat me. So I'm like, yeah, he's like, you hit me in my stomach. And I was like, let's be fair, bro. You hurt my elbow. Do you remember? You like rammed me, bro, when I had you in the headlock. And it's like, it still hasn't healed up, believe it or not. So yeah, man, I think we're squashed for good. He's like, oh, yeah, that was funny, man. I love you, brother. And he like grabbed me around my neck, like hugged me, but it's a little bit rough. Gave me a noogie this time. I'm like, sat back down, then I would chill for a couple hours and drink beer and shit, and I just kept waiting for him to challenge me to a fight. Every time people would come in, new people would come and go, he'd say, this dude hit me in the fucking stomach back in the day, ha ha ha. And I'm like, someone comes in, this dude hit me in the stomach. He ended up running off and passing off, the chick left. I was still staring at the girl from the porch. Hey, what's your name, by the way? So, I wonder if I should tell myself or something else. Let me just say this. There's a girl that lives at a store close to me. And she's cute. I go to the same store all the time. And I wanted to ask her name, but I was like, I thought it'd be funny and be like, hey, aren't you supposed to wear a name tag? Because then I'd know her name. I wouldn't have to ask her for a name. So I was like, but it came out and I asked her like straight cop, like name tag patrol. I was like, hey, aren't you supposed to be wearing a name tag? And I thought it'd come in like charming, like, someone wants your name, baby. But it didn't come in like that. It came in like, up against the wall, please, name tag patrol. I'm telling your boss. She's like, oh, I used to wear one, I don't have no more. And I was like, oh, I know, I was just wondering about your name. She told me, I was like, felt awkward, like, all right. I haven't been back to that store. Be that as it may. So yeah. We came back all night and shit, and chilled, and I ain't seen him since. But cheap on this. There's this dude in this motel. He's a drug dealer. Sold crack. I hate crack. But I was going to rob him. I could take that. I couldn't really sell it. Well, I tried to sell it. I really wanted his money. But what it was, he did heroin on the down low. No one really knew about it. And he'd call and have me bring it over to him. Probably about every 3 or 4 days. And he just did enough for one little use. And I'm telling you, I'm going too fast. This video's not going to be long enough. Damn it. Can't defeat me! Oh, speaking of defeat, what do you guys think of the Jake Paul Tyrone Woodley thing? Tyrone Woodley, that's pretty crazy, huh? Anyways, am I saying, oh, we can go this dude. I'm going to write a note because I'm going to talk to you guys about something. And so I don't want to forget. I'll be right back. So, I'm going to rob this fool. Call me for some heroin to show up. Because I noticed every time I give it to him, I do the heroin, he goes, oh, of course, he's like real relaxed. It's kind of like out of it. So I showed up, he picks it up, he did, I got brass knuckles on him. I think I could just get up in his face like that and just threaten him and he'll give it to me. Not having to really do any violence. I was going to put the brass knuckles on and be like, better give it to me, better give it to me. So, he did the stuff, and he slumped over like this, and I go, check this out, fool. And I put the brass knuckles on, I go, check this out. And right when I did that, the door opened up. And I could have swore I locked the door. I think the door was already set on lock, and I think I unlocked it instead of locking it. 3 people walk in, his homies. 3 dudes walk in, I'm standing there, and I just say, hey, check this out. And his brass knuckles on, and I go, badass brass, I want you guys to see me. So I said, hey, check this out. They walked in, I go, badass brass knuckles. And he's looked at him, I go, you interested in buying them? And he's like, holding them, he's tripping out things. So what the fuck just happened? I'm standing there like, you interested in buying them? And I hand to him, and I go, oh no, take them back. I was like, oh, they don't really fit your fingers. Yeah, made in Taiwan. I can get you some better ones if you want, but these ones, they're not that good. So, but I was going to see if you want. But anyway, hey, alright, later, bro. Yeah, call me tomorrow. Yeah. He's just sitting there all. So I go out the hallway, and I start going out the hallway, and they come out, one of the three dudes, hey, Splinter, come back here. Hey, wait, come here, fool, come here. And I was walking really quickly away, but at this point, I'd have to just take off running. I mean, I could no longer just calmly walk away with him calling my name. I'd have to straight break out or, can't hear you, Oh, you call him, moi? So finally I turned back around, what's up? He goes, dude, you tripping or what? He goes, get in here, man. And he said a little bit more, like, get the fuck in here, son. Which, what? Get in there, get the fuck in there. Walk in, homeboy goes, what was that? You just tried to rob me. You told me to trip on this shit, and you put on brass knuckles and stood over me. I said, dude, I didn't try to rob you, I tried to sell you this brass knuckles. I showed him, I told you they don't fit on my fingers, they fit on yours. Look how loose they are. I go, dude, I can't hit anybody with these brass knuckles. Look how loose they are, dude. They're made of plastic, I told you, they're not even real. They have a crack, look at this crack right here, dude. I just want to see if you want to sell them, bro. He goes, why didn't you tell me that when you first came in? He goes, because I forgot. Anyway, it was weird. Everyone's looking around like, even one of the homies said, what are you going to do? What do you want to do with them? I was like, you don't want to do nothing with me. You want to open the door so I can tell out of here. Did he call me 2 more days and bring me some more black? Oh, did I say that out loud? Did I say out loud that I just brought you some black? Oh, I threw him out there on blast. Pushed him on the bus. He's all run over now. He's going to call me a couple days. Am I going to bring some more heroin in a couple days? Yeah. I don't do heroin. What? Why'd I come over here then? To show you the brass knuckles, right? Yeah, you're doing some. Get him out of here. I laughed. It's crazy. I felt tense. I waited out there going to get me or do something or whatever. Like I shouldn't be here. Happened another time too. Tried to rob this paisa. He was sitting in his car. And he wouldn't give it up, and I pulled a knife on him. And I tried to reach over because he was kept in this thing right there. And there wasn't even nothing there. Then he got out of his car and took off running. So I go, fuck. So I got out of the car too. And then went over here and I watched. I was going to wait him come back to his car. But he didn't come back to his car. He came back to his car 3 or 4 other people. And I was like, oh damn, when they saw me. So then I took off into a store and they're following me around a store. And I was like, looking for cream style corn? No, I need the value pack. I'm having a barbecue. Are these buns? I need some watermelon. Act like I'm shopping. And they come, literally snatch me up, drag me out of the store, pull me over by the car, and dude, what was that? Try to rob me and reach over here. And I know I was putting your seatbelt on. I was telling you, go. The money's across the street. Damn, you gotta learn some English, man. So that was a tense one too. But Tyrone and Jake Paul, I guess Jake Paul won. I don't know, man. Whatever. How about this though? You know, I've been noticing a lot lately. What's up with the paint of nails? How come everywhere I look, I see dudes with painted nails? I don't get it. Why is that a fashion all of a sudden? I'm never going to do it, dude. I like to be kind of like coolish, you know. Hey, check out my cool shoes. Which I should shout out Charlie Wood. He does a lot for me. Hey, Charlie Wood, what's up, homeboy? No, almost some respect, man. Charlie Wood shot me in his dope-ass slip-on checkered bands. I love him. Love the shirt. I like to be, somewhat fashionable. But hey, what's in fashion, dude? What are you guys doing lately? Painted nails? Can't get on board. And I see the jangly earrings. I just couldn't picture myself all. I really don't like to, when I see a lot of dirt collected on the nails, then I like get after it. Like, I'm like, oh, dude, a lot of dirt under the nails. One time I went out with a girl for the first time. I went to pick her up. And when she got home, her mom said, did you see how dirty her nails were? She told me that later. She said, my mom was just like totally grossed out how dirty her nails were. I was like, mine? They weren't my nails. I was like, no, that was a pair of gloves I had on. It was like, it will look like that. They're for Halloween. I got a little dirt. You can't defeat me. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go live, man. I said in my last video, next time I go live, I'm just going to play guitar. I kind of don't want you guys to get depression. I'm just like blocking you out, no question. Like, no, I'll be answering questions. I'll be like, hey, guess what song this is? Want to hear another one? Would play, and you guys would say, hey, play this. And I'll play it, and like, dude, it'll sound nothing like it. And I was like, oh, because I'm just missing one note. I hammer on it, so the pull off is off. Yeah. Now, this right here, they call this babbling. Be that as it may. Hey, I'm starting a new class tonight at school. Residential wiring. I finished up the industrial wiring with an A. Gracias. Cannot wait to get out of school. It's going to be awesome. Only a couple classes left. I'm going to make a video soon called Every Job I Ever Had. And there's a reason for it. It's probably my next video. And you know what? I really want to make a P9 video too. But not really focus on P9 because, I don't want them taking things disrespect. But there's 3 dudes from Bakersfield back in the day said they're from P9. All kinds of shit went down. They weren't. So I wanted to focus on that. I wanted to call it Bakersfield P9. Talk about those 3 dudes. But you know what I was thinking when I was making that video? I like to be humorous in all my videos, but I just could not make that video humorous in any kind of way. Because like none of it's like a laughing matter type deal. So I don't know if I should make that video, but I'm going to make the video all my jobs. It's in like 4 minutes. Delivered paper and Taco Bell. Cut the string and let it fly. No, of course I've had jobs, dude. Talk about that. You know, the video called Fucked Up First, but it's going to be like F, like the Tasic mark. What is that? Azaric or something? It fucked up first, like, first time on a job. My first job I got after a long time. I cut my finger off the grinder almost. My first day in jail. This one dude had a big old syringe like this full of heroin. Wanted me to carry my ass for him. I said, no. Crazy stuff. Fucked up first. You feel me? I'm going to cut the string, let it fly. Peace.